doing, folks? You having a good time here? Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. Glad to be here with you at Schooners in Pacific Beach. Are there any seats available, or are we full? No.
I think it's
standing room this morning.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess we won't bother encouraging folks to come on down unless they want to stand outside and listen to us have a good time. We're here in Pacific Beach this morning, here on Hornblende, till 10 o'clock with you. How about another big hand for Haywood Banks? Haywood Banks will be back with more. Richard Jenny, who's appearing downtown this weekend at, Rich, is it the new Improv? Yes, the new Improv downtown. Richard Jenny will be with us a little bit later on this morning here on Rock 105.3. But right now, ladies and gentlemen, we want to bring to the show someone who, over the years, has proven himself to be a scholar in many different ways. Not only in biblical matters, but also matters about broads. Yeah. And that would, of course, be our friend and well-known philanthropist, our friend Earl. Good to see you, Earl.
Hey there, Jake. Shut it down. One good-looking broad. How are you, my little cupcake?
Great. How are you?
Hey there, Chris. Good-looking guy. Good-looking guy. Nice-looking shirt.
Earl, you might want to shake it off a little more next time before you actually exit.
How are you? Huh? Yeah.
Little trouser spotting problem there.
Little.
I didn't notice.
You know that prostate is all acting up.
I got a prostate problem. I'm sterile inhibited. What else? Why don't you just, just pour salt in the wound, my friend.
Yeah. Little glandular problem.
So.
You're looking good, Earl.
You ready for a little Earl's Bible Corner? As this show marks a new beginning for Dave Shelley and Chainsaw on your Rock 105, Earl's Bible Corner takes you back to the beginning of time, to the very first guy and the very first broad. This is the story of Adam and Eve.
Oh, boy.
So one day Adam's hanging out in what you call your Garden of Edith. And he says to God, hey, getting kind of lonely down here. Can I get any of those sheep that can't near me anymore? They won't come close. How about making me a broad? And God, he's like, no way, pal. They'll screw up the whole friggin' works.
Oh, yeah.
Wait a minute.
Hey.
I think that's in the Bible.
Hey, that's why he's God. But Adam, he's really tired of yanking his Franklin. He's pleading to God, man to man, come on, give me a friggin' broad. So God, he says, tell you what, I'll make you a really hot broad with giant Winnebagos. I'm talking about your grade A numero uno sweater puffs, my friend. You know what I mean? Yeah, huh? Yeah, huh? God's gonna dock a couple of Hindenburgs on the earth on the Garden of Edith, my friend. God says, all it's gonna cost you is your right leg. Oh. And Adam's like, geez, I don't know. What do you give me for a rib? So God does some magic, and poof, you got your very first broad. And get this. Her name was Eve. Uh-huh. You know,
Eve?
Like the douche. Oh. Anywho, God makes the broad, gives her over to Adam and says, here you go. Here's the earth, all for you. Do whatever you want, okay? The whole friggin' earth. All I ask you is don't eat off this tree. Understand? They got the whole earth, and God says, don't eat off this one stinking tree. So God splits, and Adam decides to go jack around somewhere in the woods. Which pisses off Eve on account of her being a broad and all. No. She says to Adam, stay here with me. Please, stay here with me.
Oh, yeah, she didn't use that voice.
And Adam says, hey, look, lady, I wear the plants in the family. I'm gonna take a walk over here. So he's off in the woods, and Eve's like, well, what am I gonna do? I'm just a pin-up broad. I got no place to shop. I don't got any broad friends to bitch about Adam to. I know. I'm gonna eat off that freaking tree. Screw that. So Eve, she goes over to the magic tree, tears into it like Delta Burke at the Coco's all-you-can-eat buffet. Lightning flashes, you got your thunder, and God's pulling his hair going, Jesus H. Christ, she ate the whole friggin' tree.
Oh, man.
Just like a broad.
Oh.
Come on. Hey, consider the source. So Adam comes back from the woods, wiping off his thigh, sees what happened, and he says, Eve, what gives? I'm gone 5 minutes and you eat God's magic tree? Now get this. Here's the good part.
Yeah.
This was her excuse for eating the tree. Eve says, but Adam, the snake told me to. It was the snake's idea. And Adam's like, hey, I got a snake right here and it said blow me and you wouldn't do that. The moral of the story is quite simple. Broads have ruined the whole freaking world, my friends.
What?
Huh?
What'd you say?
I said broads have ruined the world.
That's the moral of the story?
That's why me and eventually every single one of you winds up sterile and impotent. But it's our own damn fault. God was right. What could we expect from a rib? Because let's face it, and this is my final word on that, Adam was a wimp. A naked, stupid, fig leaf wearing, apple eating, blister footed wimp. I'm Earl.
I never know quite to make out of that, but I know, in fact, it is Earl's Bible Corner. His interpretation, ladies and gentlemen, the biblical scholar and our good friend, Earl. We got to take a break. It's 5 minutes before 7. We're live from Schooners and Pacific Beach. Time goes by.